Hey, what happened?
I don't know.
Did you just come home?
Yeah, I was down the street walking my dog and they shot him.
This is 22-year-old Alyssa Blackburn, and she just returned home from walking her dog to find her boyfriend shot and barely alive.
That's it.
I don't know how I couldn't touch my kids. For real.
When deputies arrived, Alyssa would initially claim his injuries were from a violent drive-by just minutes earlier. But it wouldn't take long for them to start noticing holes in her story.
She's frantic. I think she knows more than what she is saying.
I said the same thing. I was like, for all we know, she smoked his ass.
What deputies didn't realize at the time was that Alyssa never walked her dog. In reality, she had been right there, witnessing the entire shooting up close. As the investigation began, detectives would uncover a meticulously planned homicide and a tragic conspiracy, with Alyssa right in the middle of it.
First, they got a witness saying they observed a white male run out of the house with a gun. Why are you lying to me? You understand me? Stop. Don't start lying to me.
He said, mother, I ain't gonna shoot you, I ain't gonna shoot you. And he was shooting him the whole time.
And it was all over this damn female. It's all over a girl.
You literally have one opportunity to talk about this, otherwise you are...
On October 29, 2022, the Escambia County Sheriff's Office received multiple 911 calls from frantic residents on the 1100 block of Medford Avenue. Earlier that morning, a driver in a black sedan had reportedly opened fire on a home in a small neighborhood. Hours later, at around 2:00 p.m., the sound of gunshots would be heard again, but this time followed by a young man's anguished cries for help. Quickly, officers were dispatched to the scene, racing to piece together what had just unfolded.
What we got? 331, we need EMS and round gunshot victim inside the house. Anybody else in here?
No, my dog's in the back room. Please don't go in there.
I got a chest seal, I'm gonna go get it.
The first deputies on the scene arrived to find 26-year-old Jessica Hagan lying on the floor in a pool of blood, barely conscious, with bullet holes scattered throughout his body.
Where you shot, bud?
Right here.
You said you got a chest seal?
Yeah.
Jesse is experiencing a pressure imbalance in his chest cavity, meaning his lungs could collapse at any moment. With Jesse in the hands of paramedics, the deputies shift their focus to the next critical task, piecing together what had happened. With this in mind, Deputy Tinch wastes no time turning to question the only witness present, Jesse's girlfriend, Alyssa Blackburn.
Hey, what happened?
I was down the street walking my dog and they shot him.
Who shot him?
I don't know.
Did you find him like this?
Yeah, I just had to kick in the back door because nobody was knocking on.
So do you live here?
Yes.
Who is that gentleman to you?
It's my boyfriend.
Are you the one that called 911?
No.
Who called 911? Because it was a female.
I called 911 because I heard the gunshot.
Why are you lying to me? You understand me? Stop. Don't start lying to me. You understand what's standing there? I need proof.
I'm the one who did it. What do you
Then go tell me you didn't call.
You're going to get me shot out here. You realize that? We're Montclair. It's my life too.
What's your last name?
Blackburn. I don't think you realize that I'm risking even calling y'all for real.
Right away, Deputy Tinch grew suspicious after noticing a flaw in Alyssa's account of the 911 call. However, considering the chaos of the moment, he knew it was possible she could be in shock and that her memory was distorted. But unbeknownst to the deputy, Alyssa would go on to provide more misleading statements, making her story even more suspicious. What's worth noting is that situations like these can be especially traumatizing for everyone involved, including those watching at home, just like you. If you've ever felt that you need help with mental health, you should know that there are always people you can reach out to. That's why I'd like to thank BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video. I've partnered with them to help provide you with an easy and simple solution to therapy. Therapy has helped me overcome my anxiety, manage my stress levels, and become confident enough to build a team that helped grow this channel into over 2 million subscribers subscribers. Thank you guys so much, by the way. The biggest problem I found with therapy is that you usually have to go through a lot of therapists before finding the one that's right for you. BetterHelp makes this easy. With their 30,000 licensed therapists, BetterHelp will match you with someone who understands your needs the best and gives you a safe space to talk. And if it's not right the first time, you can switch therapists as many times as you want. No hard feelings. So if you're struggling, consider joining BetterHelp. Start fresh any day of the year with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/DrInsanity and get 10% off your first month of therapy. With that said, let's get back to Alyssa. Even though her inaccurate account of the 911 call was suspicious, Deputy Tinch knew it could be due to her frantic condition. If anything, this just made him want to know more.
Before you left to walk the dog, was he by himself?
Yeah, no, there wasn't nobody else here.
And he wasn't like that, right?
No, he was not like that. He was fine. He was in the room. And he was not bleeding on the ground.
Who else lives here?
This is, I don't even know whose house this is. I just got here like 2 days ago. Real shit. I swear to God, I just moved here. All my stuff's in the back bedroom, but my dog's in there.
According to Alyssa, the shooting occurred in the small window of time while she was walking her dog. But none of this would matter to her, as her boyfriend would be carried out in a stretcher unconscious.
What, the glass, was it broken before you left? Was it out here when you left to walk the dog? Okay.
Oh my God.
Just step over here. Come on.
It's likely Alyssa, in this moment, believed Jesse had passed away. First responders were using what's called a soft stretcher, not too different in appearance to a body bag used when the victim is dead. However, Jesse is still alive. He was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and was slipping in and out of consciousness. He appeared to have been shot in the upper abdomen and leg and was in critical condition. As paramedics loaded Jesse into the ambulance, preparing to take him to the hospital, deputies could finally give Alyssa their full attention, as she was the only witness so far who could give them a lead. But soon, officers would begin to suspect that Alyssa wasn't the innocent victim she portrayed herself as.
Did you get abused?
I don't know, honey. I'm sure he's talking to us. So yes, because he just gave us a bunch of information. Okay.
I don't want nobody to see me. Oh my
I can
God.
see you. Okay.
Okay.
Let's call your parents. Okay.
Due to Alyssa's seemingly frantic condition, deputies were unable to get any more information from her beyond what she had already recounted. So in an attempt to make sense of the situation, deputies on scene began sharing the information they had gathered, and they quickly started to notice some intriguing details.
So I wonder if earlier it was a drive-by. This was Target House, and then maybe somebody came back.
Bro, it looks like he got shot in the house.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're casing dog. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoever either they busted us in the house or they know him and let him in the house.
Yeah, but her time frame is way off, bro. That's the problem. Is she's like, I asked her who called. She's like, not me. I'm like, it was a female, honey. She was like, okay, I called. And then I said, stop fucking lying to me. This is serious. She's saying that she left to go walk the dog, came home to this. And the time frame is not 4 hours ago. Because she's saying she heard the shots.
So it wasn't the.
I guarantee you it was.
We can find some cameras.
Clearly, Alyssa's story wasn't adding up, and despite her exaggerated crying, officers were growing more convinced that she might have somehow been involved. But without definitive evidence to prove her role in the crime, these suspicions would remain as just that, suspicions, for now. So, officers, determined to find something concrete, would begin searching the neighborhood. That's when Deputy Brissette encountered a neighbor who would claim to have seen everything.
I heard 2 gunshots about 10 o'clock this morning, and I saw a little black car come and go and come back. You know, I don't know if they had anything to do with it, but it was like they just took off from right over here.
Did you hear some gunshots?
Yeah, I heard 4 of them.
Over here?
I just seen a black boy and a white boy just get in the car, and I seen the white boy come out with the gun in his hand.
What kind of vehicle?
It's like a beat up, old school looking Toyota Camry. And he came out the door, he said, I told them just don't play with me. Was it a black boy or a white boy that got shot?
White guy got shot.
Ooh,
the one that lived there.
The tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always going I back and forth.
With different people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever seen that car in the area before, that white guy?
Always there.
The camera's always there?
Yeah.
What these witnesses just revealed was critical. According to them, shortly before the shooting, a beat-up Toyota Camry pulled into the driveway of Alyssa's house. Two men stepped out, one white, one black, and made their way towards the home. Additionally, one witness noticed something even more alarming. The white male was armed, and moments after they entered the house, gunfire erupted, echoing throughout the neighborhood. With this new information at hand, deputies could finally narrow their focus to two prime suspects, who for now would remain unidentified. As for Alyssa, her role in the investigation was still unclear. It still made no sense why she felt the need to lie about her story. And given Alyssa's emotional state, it was impossible to get anything valuable out of her, so her parents were allowed on the scene to help her calm down. In the meantime, deputies would notice the biggest flaw in Alyssa's story yet.
She was in that fucking house when it happened. So she did it? No. Bristol got a witness saying that they observed a white male run out of the house with a gun. Oh, okay.
This house is not just 2 days lived in.
Hang on. Right.
There's other people that live there.
Right.
So who are they?
This deputy just picked up on a very important realization. The house Alyssa claimed she moved into with Jesse only 2 days ago looked well lived in, contradicting her entire story. With this new suspicious clue, Deputy Davidson devised a genius solution to finally determine if she was just an innocent witness or if she had a bigger role in the shooting.
If I ask if lives here and she says no, she's lying. Why would she lie? Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. Does anybody else live here with you and Jesse?
I don't know who was here and who don't, because there's people here all in and out all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a dude named, I mean, he sleeps on the couch sometimes, I guess. I don't know. Because he was like, I've been letting you stay here because he stayed in tip. But the way they were talking, it sounded like he just got here. So you know what I mean? Like, they haven't been there that long.
Alyssa finally cracks, admitting that one of Jesse's friends was living in the house with them. This is important because he could potentially be another witness to the shooting or even a suspect. Deputy Davidson would go on to press Alyssa for more information about this friend, but to no avail. And with nothing else to go on, deputies reached a dead end in their investigation. So far, they knew that two unidentified men had carried out the shooting of Jesse and fled the scene in a black Toyota Camry. They also discovered that others had been living in the house with Alyssa and Jesse, opening up possibilities for even more witnesses and suspects. Lastly, Alyssa's account of events had proven quite unreliable due to her frantic condition. So with the on-scene investigation at its end, Jesse clinging to life in the hospital, and Alyssa the only immediate witness, the next move was clear. Take Alyssa to the police station for a formal interrogation and get to the bottom of whatever she's hiding. An hour later, Alyssa and her mom would be transported to the police station and placed inside an interrogation room while detectives gathered all the evidence from deputies. Alyssa doesn't know it yet, but this interrogation would go far worse than she could have ever imagined.
I swear to God! I swear to God! No! Don't touch me! Don't you touch me! He says no reason not to talk to us by himself. There's a camera in here. There's audio in here. We can hear everything.